Hi everyone, welcome back. We're here with the fourth video on this series of the whats and hows of dating. And before we carry on, just want to remind you, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and follow us on our social networks, which you can find below. Now, today we're talking about how long should the dating period last for. We've already spoken about other things, so we only have two things left to talk about, and we're going to be talking about how long you should date for. Of course, that there isn't a set time, should last 6 months or 10 years. Of course, we know that the dating period is a transitional period, and anything that is transitional is not supposed to last forever. So any dating that is going on for 5 years, that's probably 4 years too long.
Yeah, I think so too, or 2 years long, maybe. Like you said, the period of dating is about you getting to know the person. So basically, I would even say there isn't a wrong or right time to move on from that stage. But as soon as you know the person well enough to commit to a further stage called marriage, then you're ready. But if you already know the person, if you have all your questions answered and you really match, you really have a lot of things in common, you can really see yourselves together for the long run, then why wait?
Yeah.
I think you should seal the deal as soon as possible.
So, of course, the two very distant parts of this example is that, we said that you should know the person well enough. And I think if you date someone for 4 months, you can't say, well, I know you already well enough to get married. That's probably going a little bit too fast. And the same thing is, if you have to know the person well enough, if you say, well, we've been dating for 5 years, for 6 years, and I don't know you well enough, then I'm sorry, but you shouldn't be dating anymore. It's either that relationship is for you and either it works or it doesn't. And that's the important thing. I spoke to someone some time ago who was in this exact situation, who, after dating for, I don't know how many years, but quite a few years, the person still thought that they didn't know if this person was for them or not. And remember, that I can't stress this enough. Dating is a transitional period. It's what's between meeting the person and marrying the person. Now, usually 1 year, a year and a half, it's usually enough time already for you to know if that person's for you or not. You may not know everything about them, but you should know enough to marry that person. Now, if after a year and a half, 2 years maximum, if you don't know yet if this person's for you or not, then you need to make a decision, because the important thing about dating is there has to be a decision at some point.
Or you should also see, okay, am I really dating this person, or am I just having fun with this person? Because this happens quite often. We spoke about this in one of our videos previous to this one, that dating is a very important stage of your life, and you really need to do what you have to do in order to make it work. Otherwise, it's not called dating. It's called something else, which I don't know what. So, yeah.
Absolutely. So remember that dating is a transitional period. Remember, it should last for a certain amount of time. Like I said, there isn't a script for how long it lasts for. But if it's taking too long, then you need to make a decision at some point. Okay? So as long as you remember these important rules, that it is a transitional period, and you will have to make a decision at some point. If that decision is not happening, then it's time for you to know something has to happen, something has to give. And hopefully your dating period will be one full of joy, of happiness, and you get to know the person really well, and you know exactly what you want, and everything works.
Definitely.
Okay? Now, next time, join us for our final video in this series, which I believe is going to conclude everything really nicely, so don't miss it.